Hello, in this video I will show you how to create linked drop-down lists with Laravel Livewire. The first thing we do is creating a Livewire component in the Livewire view to test our tutorial. In our tutorial we will use two datasets, a parent dataset and a child dataset. This will be the data for our two select boxes. We create those select boxes populated with parent data and child data that I prepared for you. The next thing we do is output that data on our screen. So we create the select parent element and loop the data that comes from the component. So we have a drop-down list. Now we create a selected parent element so we can see what we select, and we wire that with our Livewire component. So we will have to create a public property selected parent. So this will be reactive. So now when we select an element, you can see that the data is reactive. What will we do now? So when we update the selected parent, so when an element is selected, we will fetch the data from our test array. So we will create a property retrieved children. So this will be the children from our child data array that we get. So therefore we use an updated selected parent hook. So this hook will fire when the selected parent is changed. Okay, fires. Now what will we do? We will retrieve the element with that same key as the parent from our child data array. So if we select element 1, we will retrieve child 1. If we select element 2, we will retrieve child 2, and so further. For that we will test it out. So we will output the retrieved children as a string in our component. So it seems that this works. Okay, now we can go a step further. We will duplicate select the parent element and create a child element with it. So we use the retrieve children as our options. Get an error because it cannot be null. So we put an if around it for this testing purpose. So we will only see the second drop-down list if a parent is selected. Okay, and that seems to work. We retrieve number 1 child, number 2 child, and 3 child. No, it's a one-to-one relation, but we will add some extra children to test it in a moment. Okay, it seems to work. Now we will add a second child element to the third for the third parent. So child 3 number 1, and we will create a child 3 number 2. So you can see that it really works for multiple elements. Okay, let's test it. So now we have two linked drop-down boxes. We've created in less than 5 minutes. Okay, it works. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next movie.